Imagine standing on a cliff at sunrise. The ocean crashes below, the wind is cutting sharp across your face, and in your hand, you're holding a drone that could capture this moment in ways no one has ever seen before. But here's the twist. One drone promises you freedom like never before. It can vanish from your footage, fly itself, and let you reframe your shots later, almost like bending time. The other, it's the king of the skies, a machine built for precision, mastery, and flawless control in real time. Today, we're not just comparing drones, we're comparing two visions of the future, the DJI Air 3, the reigning champion, and the brand new Insta360 A1, a drone that might just change how we tell stories forever. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know which one is right for you, and which one might quietly reshape the drone industry itself. To understand why these drones feel so different, we need to look at the minds behind them. DJI has dominated the skies for over a decade. The Air 3 is the product of relentless refinement, obstacle sensors, smart flight modes, dual cameras, and a system that's become the gold standard for professionals and enthusiasts alike. DJI's philosophy is clear: give pilots absolute control and flawless results in the moment. Insta360, on the other hand, isn't even a drone company, at least not originally. They've made their name in action cameras with one wild promise: never miss the moment. Their cameras capture everything, letting you decide later what angle to use. With the A1, Insta360 has taken that philosophy airborne. So what happens when two giants with such different visions of creativity collide in the skies? Here's where things get interesting. Flying the DJI Air 3 feels like driving a high-performance car. Every movement responds instantly. You're the pilot, the cinematographer, the director, all at once. It's thrilling, but it demands skill. One wrong move, and you could lose the shot, or worse. The Insta360 A1 flips that experience completely. Its dual-lens 360 camera doesn't just record what's in front of it, it records everything around it. Which means when you're flying, you don't have to worry about lining up the perfect shot. The drone becomes invisible in editing, leaving behind smooth, cinematic footage from literally any angle you want. Let that sink in for a second. With the Air 3, your footage is locked to what you see on screen. With the A1, your footage is a canvas and you're free to paint later. But here's the trade-off. With DJI, the reward comes instantly. A perfect shot if you nail it. With Insta360, the magic happens afterward in post. So the question is, do you want instant perfection or infinite possibilities? Now let's talk about something drone owners often forget until it's too late: portability. The Air 3, for all its power, isn't small. You'll need a bag, extra space for batteries, and the willingness to carry it everywhere. For serious shoots, that's fine. But for casual adventures, it can feel like hauling a camera rig on a hike. The Insta360 A1 is shockingly small. It's lighter, more compact, and fits in spaces where the Air 3 would never go. Imagine climbing a mountain or sneaking a quick flight in a city park. The A1 can be pulled from your pocket and launched in seconds. And here's where things get really dramatic. Because of its weight, in many countries, the A1 doesn't even require special drone registration or licensing. The Air 3, in a lot of regions, you'll need paperwork. So this isn't just about size, it's about freedom versus restriction. The Air 3 is a beast, but the A1 slips through the cracks of regulation, giving you freedom that DJI can't. This is the heart of the battle. The DJI Air 3 comes armed with dual cameras, a wide angle for sweeping landscapes, and a medium telephoto for those cinematic, compressed shots that feel straight out of a movie. When you're in the air, you have total creative control. What you see is what you capture. The Insta360 A1, it doesn't play by those rules. It's a 360-degree camera that makes the drone itself disappear. The result? You can reframe later, pulling out third-person shots, FPV-style dives, or sweeping pans, all from a single flight. It's not just a camera difference, it's a philosophy clash. DJI says, master the moment, capture perfectly the first time. Insta360 says, don't worry about the moment, just capture it all and decide later. Which one's better? That depends entirely on who you are as a creator. Here's where many drone owners make their decision. With the Air 3, what you capture is what you edit. The footage is professional grade, color accurate, and designed to be usable straight out of the drone. With the A1, editing becomes part of the art. Every flight turns into an adventure later, reframing, choosing angles, experimenting with movements you didn't even plan. For some creators, that's liberating. For others, it's a headache. And here's the hidden cost: time. The A1 might save you stress while flying, but you'll spend more hours editing. The Air 3 demands more skill in the air, but rewards you with faster post-production. So what's worth more to you? Time or possibility? Let's be honest, not every flight goes perfectly. The DJI Air 3 is loaded with sensors, obstacle avoidance, and safety systems that make it one of the most reliable drones on the market. Even in tricky environments, it's smart enough to avoid danger and keep you out of trouble. The Insta360 A1? It's more limited. The focus is on simplicity and portability, not advanced AI safety nets, which means if you're flying in dense forests, tight urban spaces, or windy conditions, the Air 3 is going to keep you safer. So while the A1 is freer and lighter, DJI is still the safety king. Let's paint two pictures. You're on a road trip in Iceland. With the Air 3, you plan your shots carefully. You set up for that perfect waterfall fly-through, you nail it. It looks incredible, but you only have one angle. With the A1, you launch quickly, grab the flight, and later in editing, you realize you can pull 5 different shots from the same clip. A smooth pull away, a 360 orbit, an overhead tracking shot, even an impossible looking follow shot where the drone disappears entirely. This isn't just a spec battle, it's a glimpse into where drones are headed. The DJI Air 3 shows us the refinement of tradition, powerful hardware, absolute control, reliability. The Insta360 A1 represents a disruptive future, where drones become invisible, storytelling becomes flexible, and creativity is no longer bound by what you see in the air. So the real question isn't just which drone is better, it's which future do you want to be part of. Both drones are incredible in their own ways. The Air 3 gives you mastery, precision, and safety. The A1 gives you freedom, flexibility, and creativity after the flight. But if you had to choose, would you rather lock in the perfect shot in the moment or have infinite options later in editing? Drop your answer in the comments, because this is one debate that's only just getting started. And here's the kicker. In my next video, I'm putting these two drones through extreme conditions, high winds, low light, even a rain test to see which one survives. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. So hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's keep exploring the skies together. Because the future of drones, it's closer than you think.